my name is Cameron, and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out the full and honest truth about how strangers really view you. So if you want to find out all of that spicy tea, all of those exclusive details, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today. Okay, here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have the Death card making an appearance. And then for group number 2, we have the spicy devil and the mischievous devil, if I do say so myself, with the way it was slipping out of my grasp like that. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have the Sun card. Okay, so guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in, and now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about how strangers truly view you, how they see you, okay? And if you are ready for that full and honest truth, then please open your eyes. And whichever card your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one card here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends. Hello, group 1. So if you chose this amazing Death card today, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and welcome to your reading today. So guys, before we get into the tarot side of this reading, we are quickly going to talk about the Death card that you received today, because whenever I was pulling these cards, I was trying to ask Spirit to give us some extra something about why strangers stare at you. So guys, first of all, with the Death card coming through, this does represent Scorpio energy. So you could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. And if you are, then definitely take it as a sign that you're in the right reading. If you're not, it's totally fine. This is a very general reading, so just, let it go, let it flow. Okay? But anyways, guys, just talking about this card, I definitely think that strangers, when they look at you, they view you as somebody who really has their own style. And with that style, it really helps you to really stand apart from everyone else. Okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at the Death card here, the death person right here, the Death guy, he looks so different from everybody else, right? He's literally in all black. He has nearly a all black flag here, except he has some like a white flower there as well. But he totally looks so different from everybody else here, right? You can see how there is a like a priest or something there, a religious figure. He's dressed in gold. We have some ladies here down at the bottom, a lady and her child. They just all look so different from the Death, right? They look very light, very like in very bright colors, and he's just in all black, right? All black everything. And so he definitely stands apart from them. You can tell that he just has his own style, his own thing going on. And the way that he carries himself on top of that horse, like, he just has so much confidence, and you can tell that he's not ashamed or afraid of being different from everybody else. In fact, it seems like he loves it. It seems like he's emboldened by it, right? And so at the end of the day, when strangers view you, they definitely view you as somebody who has their own style. And again, they just rock it, right? They view you as somebody who is not afraid to stand apart. You're not afraid to be different from everyone else. And I definitely think that you come across as someone who's very rebellious, especially as someone who is rebellious of societal's rules, right? You know, you're kind of, this energy I'm receiving, it's making me think of Miley Cyrus, right? It's making me think of Miley Cyrus when she chopped off her hair and she started dressing very like slinky, you know, doing her own thing. She looked so fab. But at the same time, whenever she did that, that was such a big deal. Everybody couldn't stop talking about her. Whenever you would turn on the news, you'd see people, you know, talking about what Miley Cyrus did lately, right? Everybody would be talking about like, oh, did you see what Miley Cyrus was wearing today? Or they'd be, oh, did you see how Miley Cyrus was twerking on that guy during that MTV Music Award thing or whatever, right? Like, she was always making the headlines, right? Because she was just so different, and she wasn't afraid to be different. Like, you could tell she was excited by just standing up and saying, this is who I am, right? She was excited by it and emboldened by it. And so, yeah, I definitely think that you come across as someone who just does not care about what people think. You don't give any Fs, right? You just seem like somebody who is living your true and authentic life, and you couldn't care less about what society says is right or wrong. You couldn't care less about what other people tell you should be wearing and how you should be acting, right? So yeah, you definitely come across as someone who's a bit of a heathen. You are someone who is a bit rebellious, okay? You're just doing your own thing, and you're doing it so freaking well, group 1. So yeah, that is really, really cool to see. Now, let's go ahead and get some extra messages here. So Spirit, can we get some extra messages? When strangers see my gorgeous group 1 folks, when they see them, how do they truly view them? Okay, what are they thinking? Like, how do they really view my group 1 folks? Can we get some extra messages, please? Can we get some extra messages, please? Spirit, be completely honest with us. How do strangers view them, Spirit? Please be completely honest with us, okay? Let's get some extra messages. I think this one wants to come through. Ooh, beautiful. I love that. Okay, let's see what else wants to make an appearance. Ooh, there we go, you guys. Okay, yeah, look at that coming in hot. Okay. So guys, ooh, first of all, for the back of the deck energy, yes! Look, we have the Knight of Wands coming through. Now, guys, with the Knight of Wands, there are some, like, keywords here, and I do think I just want to read some of those keywords for you. It says courageous, energetic, charming, passionate, adventurous, free-spirited, impulsive, rebellious. Literally, guys, rebellious. Yeah, oh my goodness. So, yeah, what was I saying? You are just someone who seems so free-spirited. You seem very wild, very passionate, right? You're following your heart. So when strangers look at you again, they just see you kind of like walking to the beat of your own drum. You are living such a different lifestyle, an alternative lifestyle from everyone else, and it is reflected in the way that you dress, in the way that you fix your hair, in the way that you do your makeup. You are just loving how different you are, right? You love it. You love being different and just walking your own path. And I think that again just makes you come off as somebody who is very, very confident, okay? So when strangers view you, they view you as someone who has so much confidence that it's overflowing, okay? But strangers love it. They love it, okay? I do think that strangers, when they see you, they do feel quite intimidated by you, okay? Because there is just not enough people like you in this world. And what I mean by that is that everyone lives to please others, right? Everyone lives to please society standards. Everyone is trying to, follow what is like stylish at the moment. Everyone is just trying to fit in, right? For instance, with the what are those shoes called that everyone's wearing nowadays? The Crocs. Okay, I'm sure there are some people that don't even like Crocs, but they wear them anyways because everyone is wearing them at the moment. So yeah, I mean, you are just not like that. You're not following the current trends. You make the trends, right? You're a trendsetter. You do your own thing. And I really do think that strangers, they kind of do follow what you're doing as well, right? I think because you are so confident and so bold about the style choices that you wear and the things that you choose to wear, I think that you do have quite a few strangers that want to dress like you and that want to wear the same things as you, and so they will start sooner than later start wearing the same things that you are wearing, right? So yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. Look at you being a trendsetter. Okay, but let's talk about these other cards. So you guys, we have the Eight of Cups coming through. We also have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Wands. So literally, guys, everything that I've been talking to you about so far, it is just being restated here with the cards. With the Eight of Cups, this talks about walking away from something and just being bold enough to be on your own. So again, you guys, when strangers see you, they see you as somebody who is not afraid to be by yourself and to stand apart from others, right? You are not afraid to dress in the way that you want to dress, even if it is so different from everyone else. You are not afraid to even just be on your own, right? I feel like you are very, very independent, and I do think that you are somebody who comes across as being someone who doesn't necessarily want to settle down in relationships. So that's another thing that is coming through. When strangers see you, when they view you, they do kind of immediately get the first impression that you are not someone who likes to be in long-term committed relationships, or if you are in a long-term relationship, then they feel like you are somebody who will eventually want to spread your wings and fly and, experience something new. So yeah, people just get the idea that you are a bit of a independent, free spirit soul. It's making me think of that song, I'm Like a Bird or something. It goes, I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my soul is. I don't really know exactly how that song goes word for word, but yeah, you are just like a bird. You're free. You're always constantly looking upon the new horizons, and if you are in a relationship at the moment, then people do see you as somebody who eventually will want to go somewhere new and meet someone new, right? So yeah, that's definitely coming through as well. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, and this immediately just makes me think about the gift that keeps on giving. You are just a gift, Group 1. You are a gift, okay? And what's interesting is that this does talk about somebody who is very supportive as well, very kind. This talks about somebody who's very community focused, right? So it's gives you quite an interesting energy, okay? Because on one hand, you seem like somebody who is very, very independent, but I also think on the other hand, strangers also view you as somebody who is committed to the whole, right? You want to make sure that everyone is happy, that everyone is doing good, and so that does just add on a bit more to your free-spirited type of energy, your hippie energy, right? I do think that you give a lot of hippie vibes. When strangers see you, they feel those hippie vibes coming in strong, okay? So yeah, I mean, people just feel like you are somebody who just loves everyone. You want everyone to feel happy and to feel loved and to feel good. And so I'm kind of picking up on Yoko Ono vibes. You kind of seem like Yoko Ono and that guy she was with. What's his name? Was it Paul? What was his name? I can't remember. Who was the famous guy from the Beatles who Yoko Ono dated? Oh my gosh, you guys, why can't I remember this? Yoko Ono and John Lennon. Okay, yeah. You kind of give Yoko Ono and John Lennon vibes, okay? Because they just wanted peace on earth. They wanted everyone to feel accepted, to feel loved, right? No matter what type of lifestyle they lived, even if there were people out here doing things that were so different from everyone else, Yoko Ono and John Lennon felt like they still deserved to be loved and to be accepted, okay? So yeah, that is just the vibes that you give off. You seem like somebody who just loves everyone. And I think that people really like that about you. They really, really like that. And then last but not least, we have the Queen of Wands. And that is just further, adding on to the Knight of Wands. You are just somebody who is very confident. You are a bit of a social butterfly. You seem like somebody who is very creative, very optimistic, very charismatic. Okay, so yeah, when strangers see you, they definitely see you as somebody who is very social, right? Nobody would ever look at you and think that you are a wallflower or think that you are shy, right? I feel like when strangers look at you, they automatically think like, okay, that chick over there, they are very bubbly, and I know that even if I haven't talked to them yet, that they are going to be somebody who has a lot to say, who probably loves to talk, and who will always be very, very social. Okay, so yeah, you just seem like somebody who's a social butterfly, and you do seem like somebody who is an eternal optimist as well. So that's very cute. That's very sweet. When strangers see you, they just see you as somebody who is a very, very happily, bubbly person, and they really, really like that. They really like that. So yeah, I do think that you have this way about you at just making even a stranger happy. And I think that it's your smile. It's your smile and it's your warmth. It's your love. When people look at you, when they are around you, they just automatically feel so much more happy. They automatically feel just so much more warm. And they just feel excited, right? They feel excited and energized by your energy and your excitement, okay? So that's very beautiful. Let's go ahead and get some extra messages. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say for you guys. Group 1, the oracle cards. For group 1, can we get some extra messages, please? One more card, please. One more card. There we go. Okay, you guys. So let's look at this. Okay, you guys. So this is very interesting. So first of all, we have the Liberator coming through, which honestly makes so much sense. We also have Impassive. And then we have the Song of the Sea. So that is really, really lovely. The Song of the Sea. This talks about finding somebody who is very, very wise, meeting somebody who you can trust, and just having someone who you can talk to about everything, and feeling like this person, wouldn't judge you, and that they would give you some really, really great advice, okay? So I definitely feel like at the end of the day, when strangers see you, they see you as somebody who is, again, a liberator, right? They see you as somebody who is very wise as well. So I definitely think that right away, when strangers meet you, when they talk to you, they instantly feel like they can talk to you about anything, right? Which is absolutely, insane. That is so crazy. But they feel like they can say anything to you, and that you won't judge them. You won't be rude to them. In fact, you will be kind of impassive in the way that you won't be really aggressive, right? You won't be really aggressive. You'll just sit there and listen to what they have to say. So I feel like strangers do feel like where on one hand you are a big social butterfly, they also feel like you are a great listener as well. And they feel like after they tell you about their problems, that you will be able to set them free and liberate them from these problems by giving them advice and telling them what you think they should do, right? And I do think that a lot of people, strangers, a lot of these strangers will immediately listen to your advice and listen to what you have to say. They just feel like they can trust you. They feel like you are not going to try to lead them down the wrong path. They feel like you are just very genuine and very thoughtful and very loving. So yeah, that is really interesting. That is so crazy how you make strangers feel like they can say anything to you, even if they've never talked to you before, right? Even if this is the first time they're talking to you, you just seem like somebody who is the perfect stranger, right? And you seem like somebody who they can really talk to you about anything, and so you instantly put people at ease, and they instantly tell you about their worries, and then you also instantly give them some really awesome advice that they probably instantly take up and consider and actually, do, right? Whatever it is you tell them to do, they are doing it, okay? So, yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to this channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So if you chose the spicy devil card today, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering on to this reading today. So guys, before we get into the tarot portion of this reading, we are going to be talking about the devil card very quickly, because whenever I was pulling these cards for your group and for all the other group picks, I was asking Spirit to give us some extra something about you and about how strangers view you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this, okay? So guys, first of all, the devil card does represent Capricornian energy. So you could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus, okay? So if you are, then definitely take it as a sign that you are in the right reading today. If you're not, that's totally fine. Just let it go, let it flow. I am reading for a really big audience today, okay? So yeah, just let's continue on. Sorry, you guys, I kind of got a little bit disoriented because my mommy dear is calling me, but I'm just gonna be a bad daughter and put that aside for a second because I need to talk to you guys, okay? I need to talk to you guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this card in more detail. So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Whenever I see the devil card, this makes me think about bad habits. Okay, this makes me think about bad habits because the devil card talks about being chained to something and not being able to free yourself from it. Okay, so if I were to be completely honest to you, which I did say this was going to be a very completely honest reading today, I would tell you that when people see you, when strangers see you, they automatically think that you could have some bad habits, okay? And these bad habits could range from so many different things. It could be so small as you just having like a nail problem. Maybe you like bite your nails a lot, and that's something that strangers automatically notice about you. Maybe you're always like biting your nails or something, even when you're just at the grocery store or just doing some errands, you're always like nibbling your nail or something like that. So that's something strangers instantly notice. But this could also range to you being somebody who smokes cigarettes, right? So obviously it's very easy to tell when someone has a smoking habit because you can usually smell it, right? It is very much just there, right? It's very pungent. And so I definitely think that that's something that strangers can again instantly pick up on with their little nose, okay? And so I do think whatever your bad habit is, I think that strangers just instantly see it and they instantly, are just thinking about that. But what is so interesting, and this is just really crazy to me, it's really cool. What's so interesting is that the devil card, it talks about doing something bad, but it also talks about tempting other people to do bad things as well, or to do things that they wouldn't normally do. So on one hand, even though people see you as somebody who is doing some bad things, you could have some bad habits, on the other hand, you kind of tempt them to want to be bad with you, because I honestly think that you make these bad habits look good, okay? So I think that what also adds on to that is the devil talks about somebody who is very, very attractive, because guys, obviously the devil is known in the Bible for being one of the most glorious, beautiful angels ever. Right before the devil fell, before he lost his wings, he was God's most glorious angel, okay? And so I do think that you are very, very attractive. You are very seductive. And I honestly think that you know it, okay? The devil, he knew how charming he was. He knew how hot, how sexy he was, okay? How glorious he was. So I definitely think that you are somebody who, you are very attractive. You're very seductive. And what makes you so seductive is the way that you know how hot you are, and you carry yourself with so much high esteem and with so much confidence. I really think that you have this really sexy walk, okay? And honestly, I'm kind of getting this image in my mind of you holding a cigarette in your finger and walking just really hot and carrying yourself in such a sexy way. It's kind of making me think of John Travolta when he was in that musical Grease, right? He was seen as the bad boy. He was the bad boy, bad to the bone, okay? He was always smoking, wearing his leather jacket. Everybody knew that he was bad, but he was over there tempting that girl, his girl, who was a goody two-shoes, to want to be bad as well, okay? And sooner rather than later, at the end of the movie, his girlfriend decided to put aside her good girl type of, persona, and she became a bad girl, right? She was dressed in her sexy bad girl outfit, and she was smoking a cigarette, and she was, just like him, okay? So yeah, that is just you in a nutshell. Group 1, when strangers view you, they view you as somebody who has some type of bad habit. You're a bit of a bad girl, a bad boy, a bad they, them. But you rock it. You rock it so much, and you make other people just want to do everything that you're doing. You are a walking poster boy for what you shouldn't do, but at the same time, you're also a walking billboard, and you are always getting people to look at you and just think whoa, I know they're doing something bad, but they just look so good doing it. They make it look so fun. I gotta get myself some of that. I gotta be just like them, okay? So, yeah, that's really interesting. So, yeah, that's what strangers think whenever they see you, Group 1. Or, excuse me, I'm sorry, I meant to say Group 2. How dare I say that? How dare I be that rude and call you guys Group 1, okay? But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get some extra information, okay? I don't even know if that's a word in a foreign language. Information on it. What did I say? Guys, please don't mind me. Don't mind me. Please excuse my silly behavior. Let's see what wants to come through. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yes. Ah! I love this. Okay. Literally, this is just further just re-explaining everything I was saying to you guys before. Alrighty, you guys. So, first of all, we have the 9 of Pentacles coming through. And the 9 of Pentacles for the back of the deck energy, this talks about having so much abundance. This talks about having a lot of luxuries and being financially independent. Okay, so I definitely think when strangers view you, they view you as somebody who probably has a really good job. Okay, they view you as somebody who seems like they're making a lot of money. Okay, now I think the reason why people get those vibes from you is because you could be wearing like some really nice clothes. Okay, maybe the clothes that you wear is like from excuse me guys, it's from like some really fancy name brand or something like that. But whatever it is, however it is you carry yourself, you just seem like you have a lot of money. You seem like you're ballin'. Okay, it just seems like you have the type of confidence that really wealthy people have. Okay, so yeah, people definitely think, strangers think, whenever they see you, that you are ballin' outrageous, that you probably have a really great job, and that you are making great money because of it. Okay, now let's talk about these other cards that are coming through. So we have the 10 of Cups coming through. We also have the 4 of Wands. Sorry guys, we have the 4 of Wands. And then last but not least, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So guys, I want to further talk about how this card fell from my hands, because earlier whenever we were doing the group picks and whenever I had the Devil card here, it also fell from my hands. And so I really feel like that is a sign here for you guys, group 2. I'm just getting the idea that you are somebody who seems very slippery. Okay, you seem like somebody who will easily slip from someone's fingers. Okay, so what I'm getting from that is that whenever strangers view you, whenever they see you as somebody who is so attractive that you probably have so many lovers, so many secret admirers, so many people who are interested in dating you, who want to hang out with you. And so strangers feel like if they were to, catch your attention, if they were to get you to want to date them, that they would easily lose you, that you would easily slip through their fingers because of the fact that you just have so many other people who want to date you as well. You have so many people trying to get your attention, and so they feel like they wouldn't have much time with you at all. So yeah, that's definitely coming through here. When people see you for the very first time, they just see you as somebody who is not just balling with the money, but you're also balling with the ladies, with the men, with the they thems. Okay, you just seem like somebody who has so many people that are interested in you. So I think that a lot of strangers, whenever they see you, they're also interested in you. And so they just feel like they wouldn't be able to keep your attention for a long time. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far with that sign there. But you guys, talking about these cards here, first of all, the 10 of Cups, this talks about creating a family with someone. This talks about settling down with someone and just having like the perfect type of relationship, the perfect type of love. And so I feel like when people see you, when strangers look at you, they see you as somebody who would just be a really great person to be with, okay? And that is also what I'm seeing here with the 4 of Wands. Because the 4 of Wands literally talks about the home life, but it talks about celebrating within the home. It talks about being just very joyous, being very happy, having someone that brings you so much joy, having someone that makes you feel like you are home, right? So I just think when strangers see you, they see you as somebody who would make the perfect partner. They see you as somebody who would bring them so much happiness, so much joy. And they also view you as somebody who could bring them a lot of stability as well. Again, you seem like somebody who is really balling, who's making a lot of bank. So yeah, people automatically assume that if they were to date you, that they would be able to just have the stability that comes with being with somebody who is having and living a very stable life and who has a very stable income. So yeah, I mean, literally guys, again, I cannot say it enough. People, strangers, everyone, they're all into you. Like, I think that you have so many people, like 99% of strangers who look at you are interested in you. They instantly feel like some type of connection to you. They instantly want to date you, even if they feel like you are all wrong for them, even if they feel like some of the habits that you have may not be the best habits. They still want to date you. They still want to be with you. So yeah, that's definitely coming through. But anyways, you guys, with the Two of Pentacles coming through, this is very interesting because the Two of Pentacles, this talks about finding a good balance within your life. And so I feel like even though strangers view you as somebody who could have some bad habits, I feel like at the same time, they view you as somebody who has good habits as well. And those good habits help to outweigh those bad habits, and it also simultaneously just helps to give you a good amount of balance. Okay, you are just somebody who, you are bad but you're also good. Okay, you are somebody who, you seem a little dangerous at times, but you also seem like somebody who could be very nice and cool to be around, right? You still seem like somebody who has a very stable life. Okay, so yeah, that's very interesting to see here. People just feel like you are somebody who does a little bit of everything. You know, you do some bad things every once in a while, you have some bad habits, but you are still able to have a really good job. You're still able to maintain a really good lifestyle. So when strangers see you, they see you as somebody who would be able to offer them everything, right? You'd be able to offer them a walk on the wild side, but you'd also be able to be someone who they could feel safe and comfortable around, right? You just seem like somebody who they can really trust, but also somebody who will give them a walk on the wild side, who will really help them step outside of their comfort zone and, you know, do things that they wouldn't normally do if it wasn't for you, right? At the end of the day, you just seem like somebody who is very, very convincing, right? I feel like you just have a lot of charisma. You have a lot of charisma. You have a lot of confidence, and because you have that charisma and that confidence, you make strangers just want to do whatever it is you're doing, right? So I feel like even if strangers were to meet you and they were to only know you for a short time, if you were to call them up and tell them like, hey, you know, I'm about to go on a really spontaneous trip. You want to come on this trip with me? They would feel like, maybe I shouldn't do this. I may not know this person that well, but you know what, I should do it anyways, right? Because that's just how charismatic you are. That's how charming you are. So yeah, guys, just to sum it all up, you are just somebody who, you know, you may have some bad habits, but you still seem like somebody who has a very stable income. You seem like somebody who is making a lot of bank. You also seem like somebody who has a very charismatic personality, a very charming personality. And yeah, you just have a lot of people that want to hang out with you, that want to date you, that want to get to know you better. But still, on the other hand, people still feel like their time with you is limited because you do seem like somebody who wouldn't want to settle down for long, okay? You seem like somebody who might slip from their fingers because you have other people that are just so interested in you, right? And dating you and getting to know you, right? You have so many other people that are trying to call you and talk to you and all that, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards here. For group 2, let's get some messages, please. Oh my goodness, that is literally right on point with what I've been saying. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Spirit, for group 2, can we get some messages, please? Ooh, that's really beautiful. I really like that card. Now let's get a final card. Spirit, for group 2, can we get some final messages, please? Some final messages. Let's see what wants to come through for my beautiful group 2 folks. Wow, you guys, these cards are being so stubborn. But there we go. Yeah, oh my Lord Jesus. You guys, that is amazing. Look at this. We literally have Time's Arrow coming through. So yeah, what have I been saying? People, strangers, when they meet you, when they see you, they view you as somebody who's time with you is limited, right? They feel like if they were to talk to you, if they were to get to know you better and hang out with you, they just feel like you're somebody who would only be in their lives very temporarily, okay? You just have so many people vying for your attention, or at least that's what they think when they see you, that you have so many people that want to hang out with you that they would only have a short amount of time to completely hold your attention and to keep it, right? So yeah, people just, whenever these strangers actually get to know you and as they spend time with you, they just feel so blessed to be able to hang out with you, to be able to be next to you, because they do feel like there's so many other people that are vying to be next to you as well. So they just feel so honored that you would even decide to spend time with them and to hang out with them. But let's go ahead and talk about this other card. So we have the Prince coming through, and it says romantic charm and potential for power. So yeah, what was I saying? You have a charm about you. You just seem very, very charming, okay? When strangers see you, they also feel like you have the potential for so much power. Again, you seem like somebody who has a lot of money. You seem like somebody who could be quite wealthy, and wealthy people can do so many things. They have just more power than normal people, right? So yeah. And they also, I think people just automatically feel like you have a power over them. And again, that power is coming from the fact that you are very persuasive. Okay, you can persuade people to do anything with your charm, with your awesome personality, with your charisma. So yeah, again, you make people just want to take a walk on the wild side, even if they don't normally hang out on the wilder side of the path, right? I feel like you can make the most nerdiest and goodiest of two shoes come out of their shell and, you know, do some crazy things, just like Sandy came out of her shell for John Travolta in the movie Grease. But let's also talk about the final card here. We have clarity. So yeah, I just think that you are somebody who is very clear about who you are, right? You do not try to hide behind a mask. You're not deceitful. You are just very honest to a fault. You just tell everyone, this is who I am, right? You're not afraid to be you. And so, yeah, when people see you, when strangers see you for the very first time, they view you as somebody who is just doing your own thing, right? You're doing your own thing, and you're not trying to hide it, right? You have some bad habits, but you don't care about those bad habits. Like, you don't care about trying to hide them or trying to, you know, make people think that you don't do them, right? You're just like, this is me, and if you want to hang out with me, these are the things that you have to accept about me, right? So I think that people do genuinely like that about you. Strangers feel like you are just a very truthful, very honest person, and I think that does kind of put them at ease. That makes them feel like they can put their guard down around you, because you're already, you know, having all of your guards down as well. So yeah, that does add a very refreshing and interesting quality to you. So yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 3. So if you chose the glorious sun card today, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering onto this reading today. So guys, before we get into the tarot portion of this reading, we are going to go ahead and touch on the sun card here, because whenever I was pulling the card for your group pick today, I was asking Spirit to just give us a little bit of extra something about you, you know, give us some extra information as to why strangers are always looking at you, how they view you. Okay, so guys, let's go ahead and talk about this card, because honestly, this is one of my favorite cards in the Major Arcana. It is just such a fabulous, such a positive, beautiful, uplifting card to receive, and I'm so excited that you guys received it today. So guys, first of all, I really think whenever strangers look at you, whenever they look at you, they instantly view you as somebody who is just a ray of sunshine, okay? You are somebody who just seems very bubbly, very outgoing. You seem like somebody who is just genuinely a happy, happy, happy person. And so I think that you instantly just make people feel happy as well. Your happiness, your smile, it is contagious. And so I do think that you have so many strangers that are always drawn towards you, especially strangers who are going through harder times, because it's almost like how, you know, the darkest people, the people who are going through their darkest moments, they are always drawn to the brightest person, right? They are drawn to them because they can help make them feel better, right? They can make them feel better. Their positivity is just contagious. And so darker people who are going through darker moments are drawn to them so that they can make them feel better. And so I do think that you attract a lot of strangers that are going through harder times, who are going through more harrowing moments. So definitely keep that in mind. If you are ever wondering why there are so many people who are just really going through it, that are always like in your life and in your, like, around your energy, around your, like, axis, right? That is why, like, people are always around you and always trying to get into your orbit because of the fact that you can help them through their darker time. You can make them feel like everything is going to be okay. You make them feel like they can get past these moments within their lives. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But anyways, going off of that, I also feel like strangers view you as somebody who is very, very youthful, very, very young at heart. So even if you are somebody who is on the older side, I just think that you are somebody who seems like you are never ever going to grow up, right? You are just somebody who has this like excitement that only is ever really seen in children, right? You are just somebody who gets up every day with a smile on your face, and you're always just so excited about whatever life has to bring. And I think that you bring that excitement into everything that you do. So even whenever you are doing the most mundane things, you are excited by it, right? It's almost like even if you were at the grocery store, even though that's like the most mundane thing to do, to go grocery shopping, you are always just so excited about it, right? It's almost like you make it a game, you make it a challenge to see like what all you can find on your list, like what all grocery items you can get. And it's almost like you are trying to like time yourself and see if you can outdo the time frame you used to find everything you needed last time, right? It's almost just like you bring a game to everything that you do, right? Life is like a game to you, but in the best way, right? So I think that you're always just attracting so many people. There are so many people that want to hang out with you because, again, you make life more fun. You make everything more exciting. So I do think that whenever you're at work, whenever you are just doing that, the mundane things that your job is making you do or whatever, I think that everybody at work wants to hang out with you. Everyone at work wants to be your partner. They want to spend time with you. They are hoping and praying that their cubby will be right next to your cubby. Does that make sense? Like, they just want to hang out with you because you just make everything so much more exciting. So yeah, you guys, you really do attract people who are going through their darkest moments, but you also attract people who are bored, or people who are happy, or people who are angry, or whatever. You attract everyone, okay? To say the least, everyone is attracted to you. Everyone wants to hang out with you because you are just a fun, fabulous, positive person, okay? The last thing I want to say is that I do think that for a lot of you guys, you do have a very, very young looking face. I think that you do have a baby face. And so if you are on the older side, I think that you probably are used to people always, asking you what your skincare regimen is. I feel like there are always so many strangers that are trying to, figure out your age. I think that you probably get carded a lot whenever you go to the bar or something like that, because you just look very, very young. You've always looked very, very young, and that is just such an amazing blessing to receive. So yeah, at the end of the day, when strangers view you, again, they just view you as somebody who's very outgoing, very positive, very happy-go-lucky. People just love you. Strangers love you, okay? So yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards here. So Spirit, for group 3, can we get some extra messages? How do strangers view them, Spirit? Ooh! Okay, you guys, so we had 2 cards that were coming through right here. I'm just going to put that back in the deck. I'm going to take the card that landed right here on the table. Spirit, for group 3, how do strangers view them? For group 3, gosh, you guys, that's like 3 different cards. I'm going to put that back in because I'm just trying to get like 1 card at a time. Does that make sense? So yeah, let's do that, shall we? Let's continue on. Spirit, please just give us, you know what? I guess Spirit just has a lot to say. Okay, Spirit is picking up on your bubbly energy, and Spirit is just, you know, they're really telling us a lot today. Okay, so guys, first of all, for the back of the deck energy, we have the 8 of Cups coming through, and the 8 of Cups, this talks about walking away from a very hard moment. This talks about having to walk away from a person, from a job, from just anything that just left you feeling very sad, feeling very down, right? So that's honestly very, very interesting. That's very interesting, especially considering the other cards that we are receiving here. So we have the Moon card coming through. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. And last but not least, we have the 9 of Wands. So guys, the Moon. This talks about not knowing what to expect for the future, right? This talks about the unknown side of things. Now with the 5 of Pentacles, this talks about going through a really hard moment yourself. You're going through a moment where you just don't see an end in sight to the darker times, right? And with the 9 of Wands coming through, this talks about really getting up and standing up for yourself and really fighting for what you want, fighting for what you need, okay? So with all these cards coming through, I really feel like when strangers see you, even though you are somebody who is very happy, very optimistic, very just happy-go-lucky all the time, you always have a smile on your face, people do feel like there is something underneath that smile, right? There is something kind of hidden in the background, right? And I honestly think that when strangers view you, especially right now, when strangers are looking at you right now, they view you as somebody who has currently possibly been going through some darker times yourself, okay? They just get this idea, this inkling that things are not completely okay with you, okay? And so when strangers see you for the very first time, they do just instinctually feel like you are also going through a hard time as well. But instead of allowing those harder times to steal your joy and to steal your happiness, you are always fighting, right? You are fighting to be happy. You are fighting to keep your excitement, to keep your energy, to keep that smile on your face. So at the end of the day, people view you as somebody who is so strong. Strangers view you as somebody who is so resolute in your happiness, in your joy. And strangers are just so impressed by your ability to remain happy even whenever they are expecting that you are going through a harder time. So yeah, strangers really do look up to you. They want to be like you. They want to be like you in the way that even whenever you are going through dark times, you are still happy, you are still excited. You don't allow those darker moments to just steal your happiness, right? So yeah, strangers just want to be like you because they also want to be like that as well. Now, last but not least, we have the Queen of Cups coming through, and this talks about somebody who's very compassionate. This talks about somebody who's very caring, who has so much love to give. So yeah, you guys, you are just the gift that keeps on giving. To strangers, you are somebody who seems just so compassionate, so soft-hearted, so loving, so kind. And so I really do feel like strangers, whenever they meet you, they instantly feel like they can put their guard down around you. They instantly feel at ease with you. They feel like they can trust you with anything because you just have these very loving, like motherly type of vibes like coming off of you, right? So whether strangers know you good or know you well or not, I feel like within the first conversation that they're ever having with you, you will have them like confessing whatever it is that is on their hearts, whatever it is that is going on in their lives, right? They are like crying and telling you about every little thing that has been going on in their lives because they just feel like they can trust you. They feel like they can, just say anything to you and that you will be very kind, very loving. They feel like you won't judge them, right? So that's very, very lovely to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards here. Look at that. Yeah, look, that is gorgeous. Okay. And then let's get a final card here. Oh my goodness, you guys. Those cards came out really quick. So yeah, you guys, we have Mystic coming through. We also have Reconciliation. And then we have Founding Day. So whenever strangers first see you, you are just somebody who seems very mystical, right? You are somebody who seems just very wise beyond your years. They automatically feel like they can talk to you about anything, right? They can talk about anything that is plaguing them, anything that is really just going on in their lives, and your advice that you give them will help them reconcile with their former selves, right? You help them find their happiness that they used to have whenever they were younger. You help them find their joy, their excitement. You bring it all back. So you just help them find themselves again. You help them find that beautiful, happy, optimistic person that they were before they went through these darker times, before they went through life and they lived life and life caused them to be pessimistic and sad and upset. So yeah, you are just somebody who you always help people reconcile with their former selves, and you help bring back the energy and excitement and positivity that they used to have. So yeah, you are just a breath of fresh air. Group 3, you just refresh others and you make people feel so good and happy and whole again. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.